Okay.
Yeah, the first map is actually going to be standoff on hardpoint, I do believe.
Yeah, and I actually really like this map, mainly because of the first hardpoint that they have to push towards. It's very similar in most hardpoint maps, of course. It's central. Both teams will engage very early on, but in standoff, you've got the added risk of people just launching on top of your head from the window. People can literally come from about 4 different directions into that hardpoint.
Yeah, it's not necessarily one of those ones where, I mean, like central underground for, I think it's hijacked.
Yeah.
There's 2 different entrances. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. And, you know, it's so open to grenades as well. Trophy systems may be used, but by the time you're in that hardpoint, it's very rare you'll see someone in there for more than 10 seconds because they usually get taken out anyway.
It can always cause, you know, the hard points to go back and two between both teams, because as soon as one team gets on it, they're immediately taken off it by the other, and that's why I really do like this map for hardpoint itself. Yeah, following that, slums, search and destroy, raid capture the flag, hardpoint on express, and meltdown, search and destroy. Some really good maps to actually watch. The very same that we saw against Curse and Cloud just then.
I was watching down there. Curse were very annoyed in the fact that,
understandably as well.
I think they just weren't aware that he had that. I think they said they forgot. I don't know if they forgot or they just weren't aware of the fact that he had it. But anyway, what actually happened, if anybody was not viewing, it was 5-5 on the last map. Josh had a lightning strike and a hailstorm missile, called in the lightning strike, took out 3 of the Curse players with that lightning strike, then took out the last player with the hailstorm missile. So there you go, score streaks coming into it. If you're going to let people, I mean, it's fair enough for Curse to be annoyed, saying, oh, well, you know, we only lost because of score streaks. You only lost because you let him get the score streaks.
Exactly,
so,
that's it.
No offense to the Curse guys, because you know what, I love every single one of them. Are great guys, and I get along with them, but they can't complain too much. They have the score streaks as well.
It's the same for both. It's the same for both of them.
So I mean, you can complain all you like, but you know, if you can let them get the score streaks, then you're going to get punished by it. So very unfortunate, but yeah.
But yeah, I mean, let's talk about Sowers a little bit, of course, because he isn't really been playing all that much with these guys. They've, of course, been warming up for the COD World Championships, and Sowers was actually playing in an Italian team that lost out to Swanee, unfortunately for him. But he is somewhat of a LAN veteran, going way back to the XL days. He's been involved in the competitive Call of Duty scene for a long, long time now, and he's really going to be bringing his experience to the table as they square up against Millenium here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he won the last COD 4 event that was hosted, I do believe. So, I mean, all the way back in the day. So, that's before you even a twinkle in your dad's eye.
Exactly. I know. I mean, I just cropped up, you know, round about the MW2 days that, you know, really only getting involved in Black Ops 1. But it just goes to show you how long some of these guys have actually been involved with this and the contributions they've made to the scene.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Sal's been around forever, and I think he loves COD too much to leave, doesn't he? So
yeah. Of course, his 2 brothers play competitively as well. We've got Vanity Elliott and Luke JS. Luke JS actually competing in this tournament.
I think they're still in it, aren't they, at the moment?
I'm not actually sure, to be honest with you. I would have to get a little bit of an update on that, yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out where they are. I mean, I'd imagine they did all right.
They're a strong team. I
was teaming with them for a little while, actually, prior to me committing my life to casting. So, I mean, yeah, they're a good team. Because obviously I was with them.
Well, I think we are looking ready to go here. Epsilon are actually going to be setting up this game now. And Millenium are going to be in there. Gataga's just going for a little bit of a break. Hope all you guys are ready for this one. It's dubbed to be one of the best of the actual event itself, and an extremely close one. The Millenium lineup, of course, been playing for a long, long time. They actually play in a gaming house as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was told some of the money that they make. I mean, undisclosed and not.
Yeah.
I hear multiple thousands of pounds each.
Well, and you know,
so
they're playing at the highest level and they're performing consistently, which is the important thing.
Where it mostly comes from is actually YouTube, where you obviously prevail.
Well, possibly in the past, maybe not so much now.
Not quite as much.
But yeah, no, absolutely. They've got a huge fan base, and it's great to see the French community actually getting involved with this. You know, it's a European event that's been based in the UK, but I'm aware that there's a lot of French guys watching the stream and supporting the home team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we'd obviously have that French stream on there as well, so we'd probably have more French viewers on there than anything, unless you like the sound of my voice and you like the sound of Raul's voice. And if you'd like to hear what we say, our Twitters were just below. They've for some reason disappeared. Production.
Yeah,
we'll
try and get them up. We want them up for the whole of the game and enlarged as well.
Screw the kill feed.
Just maybe for the bottom half of the actual screen, that'd be really nice.
Yeah, I know my Twitter, if you cannot see that, is actually @_ton. Rels yours is @the VP Brothers or Bros. There it is.
There we go.
@the VP Brothers. So feel free to give us a follow on Twitter. We will be out in LA next week and tweeting all updates from that. I might even throw a few pictures and then sacrifice all the money that I have on all, uploads.
Yeah, exactly.
From America.
But no, it's going to be great. I cannot wait to actually go there. It's going to be an absolutely amazing event, and with such a huge cash prize, the pressure that the teams are going to be under there. I mean, as we've said, apart from Sours, hate to point you out, Ash, but all of these players that are on the main stage now will be attending that event.
Yeah, including me and you.
Including me and you, exactly.
Oh, no, Gucci's on here. Gucci's on here, sorry. Oh, Burn, do you want some water for that? Sorry.
Well, yeah, there are a few people actually spectating these teams from behind, giving some moral support. But yeah, it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be an absolutely amazing event. And what I was going to say, the pressure that these teams will be under there will be tenfold as any other tournament because there's so much money on the line.
The money on the line, and the exposure on the line, the prestige
everything.
As well. I mean, there's been talk, I'm not 100% sure if this is true, but I've been told it's going to be on national TV in America.
Wow.
There's a lot of people watching this. I mean, if I don't break over 30,000 Twitter followers, I'm going to be annoyed.
But, well, that's the first I've heard of that. That's going to be amazing if it's true. I didn't know that, no.
Yeah, well, Benson was the one that told me that, and he doesn't tell anybody anything, so.
Right. Well, there you go. But, it's going to be brilliant. And it's like you say, it's not just the money, but the actual prestige. There's going to be a lot of people watching that because we've got teams from all over the world. It's not just Europe. I mean, sure, we've got Freako Impact here now, but it's going to be featuring African teams. It's going to be featuring South Korean teams. We've got the Australians coming over. It's going to be great meeting the Australian guys. Looking forward to that. And Australia, I mean, just to touch on that whilst we are padding for a very, very long time before this game starts, the Australian teams, somewhat of an unknown entity to both the European and American competitive community.
The Australian team, not necessarily as much as an unknown entity as the South Korean, the South African, the Mexican, the Venezuelan teams turning up. I mean, it is truly a world championship, not just, the great, necessarily
the teams we all know and love.
The countries you expect teams to come from. I mean, for me, I would never even expected a scene in places like Venezuela, that sort of thing. I mean, maybe I'm being ignorant to the fact of it, but
they could have been training for years and years, and we might not know about it.
It might be amazing.
They could have been sat in lobbies playing against bots for years straight and just preparing for this one moment, just to shock everyone.
It will be hilarious.
I'd love it.
I mean, no disrespect to those guys, but obviously you're going to expect people you never hear of anything like this goes on in those parts of the world. It'd be great if we could actually find out some news. If anyone knows anything about that and wants to tweet us any sort of news like that, let us know and we'll discuss it on stream, because I think we actually are very close to the game starting up. Fini, who's that going to be then?
McGee's ready. Are Millenium ready to start the game? I think they are. So, yes, we can get this underway now. And it's going to be standoff on hardpoint.
Yeah, so just to let you all know, Fini is actually going to be McGee. So, it's just confusing me with changing his thing. Lots of smiles going on across the map, across the stage. But it's actually going to be standoff on hardpoint straight away. We'll go straight into the game.
Okay, so who do you want to start off spectating then?
Oh, Jerd, I think.
Jerd, it's got to be Jerd, an up-and-coming star in competitive Call of Duty. A lot of love being given to him during the ESL qualifiers. He actually really stood out. He doesn't have his Cap 40s to hand in this event, which is what he utilised so well. So let's see how he fares up without them.
Yeah, grenade straight in there. Currently contested by two players. Going to get taken out straight away by Carnage, picking up the two-piece there. Oh, sorry, taking out his teammate. And then Diablo's going to come in, take out Lucky. And it seems that Millenium with the better start.
Yeah, really nice start for them. Not a single point going towards Epsilon as of yet, but here we go. Jerd vaulting right down in there, trying to contest it, but unable to retain it for Epsilon.
Yeah, unfortunately, Millenium have actually managed to swap the spawns about, so it does seem as if they've gotten a much better start. 25 points in the lead currently, not a single point on the board for Epsilon. at this moment in time. We have actually, have a look at the mini-map, they have actually switched about already with 20 seconds left on the next one. Contesting is all they can do though. 34 points coming up with 9 minutes and 10 seconds just gone on the clock.
Epsilon are in a world of pain right now, but they are trying to bring this back. Jerd finally managing to secure a few points for the team, only rocking lightweight toughness and extreme conditioning, avoiding any flak jacket or tactical mask, which is quite unusual actually, but he obviously wants the additional attachments on his weapons.
Yep, on board with Joe at the moment. Shots fired across the right. Now we're going to have shoot Prodigy from that range. Let's go on board with Carnage inside the hardpoint. Currently 2 kill streak. Stock and laser being laser like being used. So I'd imagine he'll pick up a kill here. It's a very interesting situation. Oh, very nicely played. I don't think they could actually Lucky could actually see him from the angle that Carnage positioned himself. So very smart play by him. Whips out the AR-94. Gonna get a kill across the map. Nice play by him. Gonna rack up some more points as well. Score streaks are already there. We'll stay on board with Carnage. See what he can do from him.
Yeah, nobody was ever getting from that window there when he was just lying prone next to him, but he has managed to secure a full set of score streaks. They are way, way ahead on score on this hardpoint matchup, and Epsilon are really, really struggling against Millenium now.
Yeah, nothing Epsilon can do at this moment in time, although that's going to be broken down, and they're going to get a few points on the board. Let's go with target running a 3, make that a 4 kill streak now, looking for his 5th. Very aware of where McGee is, but that's not going to matter as McGee shuts him down. Very weak was the target, so no score streaks for him. Using dexterity, toughness, and lightweight. Very much a fully customized MSMC. It's taken on the back once again by McGee. Let's go both with McGee. Currently a 2 kill streak. Both those kills consisting of Guitarga. Of course, gets taken out straight away as soon as I go on board with him. But once again, Carnage guy inside the hard point.
He's on the hard point. He's got his full set of score streaks there, ready to actually use. And it's being contested at the moment, but you've got to say, Millenium are just seeming the stronger team by far in this game so far.
Yeah, if we just have a look at the mini-map, they're all over it. Carnage is going to push around back, and I think, you know, oh, here we go. This score streak is going to cause a lot of problems. Watch those 3 dots get wiped off the map. Unfortunately, only managed to get 2. One with the car bomb from the jet, and 1 taken out as well. Going to position himself with the spawns. Very nice play by him. Although saying that, it does seem as if one of the Epsilon players has spawned in front of him. It's not going to matter though. Taken out. Lucky positioned himself very well. Gets taken out by McGee in the end though. Well played by him.
Yeah, I mean, introducing the Death Machine to the field, which has a surprisingly long range considering its power and fire rate. And as we see what Carnage can do from here on in, he does breach into the hardpoint area. He's sitting at bottom floor, and they've got a nicer round on this as well. I can only see this lead extending further and further. This is going to be an easy victory for Millenium at this rate. Yeah,
playing very, very well. Carnage turn around, taking out Jade in the back there. Nobody watching the other side though, so I'd imagine he's going to spray away with that Death Machine. 1 kill, not going to make the second. Very unfortunate. I think we jump on board when we get he's inside the hard point. And they seem to be getting some control now, so currently around 60 points behind.
Yeah, I mean, we can't rule them out yet. Of course, they could bring this back. They're at a large deficit, but we have seen some massive comebacks at this tournament so far, so they are still well in this game.
With McGee, let's go on board with Lucky. No, let's go on board with Lucky. Let's see what he can do with this M8 customized lightweight toughness and dexterity. Seems to be the standard what Epsilon are rolling out in the moment in terms of perks. As we go back to the center hard point, not many bullets are going to go through there. Lucky needs to stay alive. Has help in the form of his teammate Guitarga and shut him down. Those Sours taking out Diablo, sorry, and then McGee taking out Guitarga. Carnage taking out Jerd in turn as well with the score streak. Nice play by Lucky, just staying alive in the middle of the map. He's going to pick up 2 pieces. He's not, he gets taken out from the hard point. Carnage are doing work. Jerd taking him out in turn though, so let's see what Epsilon can do. Try and bring this back. Not much at the moment though, Rob.
No, I mean, the hard point has spawned at that middle location again, and nobody's actually on it. It wasn't even being contested there. Everyone's just surrounding it, waiting for somebody to make a move, and now Epsilon have control. They are about 50 points behind, but they're bringing this back.
Yeah, they were about 90 points behind at 1 point, now 50 as said. And they're set up on the right side of the spawn as well. What you will see is one of the Millenium players in the bottom right-hand side of your screen. If you look at that mini-map, he's trying to push around behind. He's made the kill. I think it was actually Prodigy. So let's go on board with him. Push around the back, and he's getting a very nice spawn there for his teammates. He needs to stay alive though, and yeah, his teammates are spawned around the hard point, so they're going to run in there. You're watching Carnage take out Sours after Sours took out Prodigy. Carnage taking out Lucky as well. Guitarga all over that on McGee, and you know, Millenium are going to set up on that once again. Let's have a look at the mini-map. Only one of the Epsilon players around the hard point.
Well, Prodigy making this push right around the flank now. The hill is being contested. Oh, and he's going to meet Lucky, who was just lying prone. Gets the better of him with his B223R. He's choosing the alternative door, picking up kill after kill. Very interesting for actually to use this over his primary weapon, really.
Yeah, I think it's a better close range weapon than the M8 probably, because I think it's got a faster rate of burst fire, if anything. So close range, it is prevailing for. Sorry, I thought it was Carnage that we're actually on board with. Currently on board with Prodigy.
And he's in that very nice position that we saw him in earlier, where he just lies prone next to the window. Nobody can get in there. He's pretty much denied that entrance of access. Well, I say that, and Sowers actually somehow manages to vault up there and get the better of him. Hill being contested, roughly 50 points still in this, but that's just good news for Millenium, because as time ticks away, things just get better and better for them.
Oh, very unfortunate there by Sowers, taken out by Prodigy eventually. Let's go on board. Who have we not really watched? You know, we watched Jared at the beginning, but he hasn't done much since then on our screens. But saying that, he does have a death machine, and they have control of the hard point. So, you know, we can see an Epsilon come back coming right about now. Here comes the death machine, going to spin that bad boy up, taking out Gataga. Let's see if we can get another one. He's going to move into the center. Oh, big play by Jared. That's very, very well played. Lucky with the two-piece as well. So we're going to see Epsilon come back into this game now. Yeah,
the comeback is definitely on. Jared just sitting there poised with his death machine, something that Madcat likes to refer to as the Mad Ting. Let's see if he can do some serious damage as he sprays through the wall. He's going to pick up another kill against Diablo, make that another against Gataga, doing absolute work. And they're right back in this game now, less than, well, just about 10 points actually separating these teams.
Brought it all the way back with 3. So aware, Jared, with about 3 minutes left on the clock. He held that hard point down basically himself. He's going to take, what sort of kill streak was he on there? That was about a 10 or 11 kill streak, I'd imagine Jared was on. Fantastic play by him. Currently got 25 and 18. Big play by him, but you know what? For me, Epsilon just aren't hitting the kill numbers as much as Jared is. 1-2. Nelly gets his third there. Very unfortunate. Carnage eventually shutting him down with, with Prodigy taking down McGee. And Millenium making all the kills here. But just have a look at the scoreboard once again. 31 kills by Carnage. Look at his captures and defense.
Wow.
17 defense.
17 defense.
With 32 kills. I mean, that guy... Nobody's getting in this hard points by the looks of it. On board with Jared still. See what he can do to try and shut down the Carnage train that apparently is running straight through this Epsilon defense.
And, I mean, as you say, 10 captures as well. Alongside his double positive kill-to-death ratio, he's having an absolutely fantastic game here. I want to see what Carnage can do, actually. He's got all his score streaks ready and stacked up. So whilst the actual score line is fairly small, do not forget about them. I'm sure we're going to be seeing them a little bit later on in this game.
Yeah, we'll actually stay on board with it. Let's see what he's going to do for the next hard point. Across the center one is just coming to utilization to go. Oh, what a kill onto McGee there. McGee got the first shots off. Carnage says no, though, with that MSMC customized. Is going to use any of them. I think that's actually going to be the lightning strike coming in. Going to take out at least 3 of the Epsilon team. Wiping. Oh, no, sorry. It was actually just 2. Taking out one of his teammates. Is he going to get another kill? Oh, Lucky coming in. Taking out 2 of his teammates. But 2 in the Millenium team, much more importantly. Very nice play by him. Currently about 40 points behind. And, you know, it's looking like Millenium are going to close this out now. They're only 40 points in the lead with 1 minute and 5 seconds. Oh, Epsilon coming up big, though.
Yeah, time is definitely on Millenium's side here. The shotgun from the sky in the form of a Hellstorm doesn't manage to actually connect with anybody there. The hard point is being captured now by Epsilon. They're trying to do what they can, but once again, Millenium storm in there and get the better of them. Yeah,
but saying that, though, Epsilon are going to be set up on the next hard point. Do they have time? The answer is they do. But can they actually hold it? Let's go on board with one of the Epsilon guys. Oh, Jared gets taken out straight. Let's go on board with South inside the hard point. They really need to stay alive for as long as possible. Around 20 points behind with 30 seconds to go. All Millenium need is congestion. Oh, and Carnage is going to go big in there. What a surprise. That guy's been on fire for Millenium. Can they do it? 23 seconds. And I don't think it can be done from Epsilon. That is going to be Millenium map number 1. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. 21 defense from Carnage. What is this guy on?
41 kills, 20 deaths. That was absolutely amazing from him. He's played unbelievable in that game. And it's not just the actual kill numbers themselves, 42 kills. It's the kills that he's been making. I mean, we saw him at the very end. Epsilon could have potentially brought that back there. He threw himself into the hard point, picked up a very important 2-piece, and that is what won Millenium the game.
Going to be your final kill cam of the game. This is going to bring up the scoreboard as well. I think they're going to go 42 and 20, 12 captures and 22 defense, which, quick calculation, I don't think there was even another 22 defense in the game.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It was phenomenal what he just did there. Absolutely brilliant for Millenium. and really standing out on the team there. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can replicate that as we go into Slum Search and Destroy, completely different game type to the objective-based hard